Today on RBND Reviews, we are going salmon fishing in the Yemen with Ewan McGregor and Emily Blunt. Now, is this independent film the next sleeper hit? I'll have my review for you coming right up.
Dear Dr. Jones, I act on behalf of a client who has indicated a desire to introduce the sport of salmon fishing into the Yemen.
As a fisheries specialist, this is plainly ridiculous. And there's just no way that salmon can survive in those sort of environments. I thank you for your time, Mrs. Chetwood Talbot. I'll see myself out. Goodbye.
Hey guys, Rob here, and I first heard about this movie called Salmon Fishing in the Yemen when a couple of weeks ago it ended up in the top 10 box office earnings, and it ended up earning about roughly $800,000. It was in limited release, and I was kind of surprised because very rarely do I see a movie making under $2 million end up in the top 10, but that's what happened. So at first, the title kind of suggested that this movie was a documentary, but I ended up finding out that this movie is actually based off of a book, and it's got an actual story to it. So fast forward to now, it just came to my local movie theater, and since I didn't have anything to do this afternoon, I decided to go see if this movie was any good. So even though I knew a little bit about this movie, I was still walking into it pretty much blind, and interestingly enough, I was the only one in the screening room when I went to see this movie. So quickly, the story is Ewan McGregor plays a British fisheries expert who is approached by Harriet, who is a consultant, she's played by Emily Blunt, to help realize a sheik's vision of bringing his love of the sport of salmon fishing to the desert in the Middle Eastern country of Yemen. Now, McGregor at first thinks this project is absurd and impossible because it involves building a dam, it requires bringing in water to the desert, and of course importing fish. And but over the course of the film, even when McGregor's character eventually evaluates it, and he has a change of heart about the project as well as his look on life. And the movie, it's pretty much a mix of dry humor, satire, drama, and a journey of self-discovery and faith.
I'm mad. It would be a miracle if it were to happen for my people. I'm more of a facts and figures man. We must have faith, Dr.
As I was watching, I've got to admit, when I was watching this movie at first, I did have a hard time getting into the movie because I did not know what I was supposed to be watching. But as it moved on, I found myself chuckling at some of the pokes at the current events mentioned in the film and observing the changes of the characters in their surroundings. Now, McGregor and Blunt, I think, are very good at, in the beginning of the movie, trying to up each other, and the friendship becomes credible and heartfelt over the course of the film. But the movie tries to take a romantic angle to them, but which personally I didn't see that type of chemistry between those two. And the movie does poke fun at how the media easily manipulates stories thanks to Kristen, the character played by Kristen Scott Thomas. She plays the Prime Minister's press secretary, who often replaces stories of suicide bombs and attacks and tries to replace them with lighter stories.
I think we could make the war in Afghanistan any less popular, but hey, even I can be wrong. We need a good news story from the Middle East, a big one. Get on with it. New girl band, Middle East tour. Maybe. No, maybe not.
I also liked a scene where McGregor is demonstrating at a meeting why this plan is absurd, and he does it with drawings. So the movie does have some wonderful location photography and very well written dialogue. The pace, I think, might be slow for some viewers, but I did enjoy watching our leading characters take this journey of discovery and having faith even when it is tested. Like, the salmon are supposed to be imported off the coast of Scotland, and a lot of the anglers are not happy about it, nor are some of the Yemen people feel about the dam either, because they feel that the sheik is bringing the Western way to their home. But I think Salmon Fishing in the Yemen is an amusing and occasionally smart film, but I can't help but think that the movie could have been even more sharper on its media attack, and take the satire even further. Still, I thought it was a good movie to sit and watch, and I enjoyed it probably a little bit more as I thought about it after I left the movie theater. The movie is in limited release, but I think the movie is, I'll give this movie a rented on DVD verdict. So that's my review of the Salmon Fishing in the Yemen, and if you have, or if you were able to see this movie, go ahead and leave your comments about it, and if you're not able to see it, like I said, I think for this movie you can just wait till it comes out on DVD, because like I said, it's an amusing movie, but I felt like it could have gone even further. Alright, well, thank you very much for watching.